adept, should I say, and comfortable. And I think it's going to be a quite competitive game.
Very, very true. As we see Devonnie Brown getting the ball down to Charles, who hits the back iron. The ball now goes to the All-Stars. Diego Benjamin securing that rebound, gets it to Rajan Phillip, who lines up for a three-pointer. That's deep, and he misses that shot. And young Romeo Jr. collects the rebound as he brings the ball over the half court.
Yes, and now seeing that, I'm now recognizing the face of Mr. Romeo.
A rebound there by young Charles, who is trying to get a pass into the post, but big block there by the All-Star player. As we see young Lindsay collecting the ball, gets it back to Philip, who gets it to Diego Benjamin, and lines up Israel for a three-point shot, and the shot clock there wasn't able to run off much of the score.
Yeah, good ball movement there by the All-Stars. Charles, I'm telling this guy Charles, right? I love his aggression. I've seen him over the years. He's getting taller, getting more control, but the sense of attack. And last year it was so disruptive with his helter-skelter style. And
very disruptive on the court.
Yeah. He does things a bit off beat, which can be off-putting for most defenders.
And what he has mastered at an early age is the two speeds of basketball. Playing fast when it's necessary and playing slow. So here we see Israel in transition, who spins on the post and gets a shot attempt, but he misses. And Devonnie Brown chases down the rebound. He's in transition now, skipping the ball up the court. Long pass, a little bit hard, but Charles is there to clean up the mess.
Very, very, very adept. Always going to be busy. He's like the Destin Allen.
Indeed. And here again, Trishawn Charles in transition for the coaching side. Diego Benjamin able to get the rebound and get it to Al Mendez. Here's Rajan Phillip, who's dialing up a three-pointer. Is a little bit short, and Devonnie Sweeney is in transition one-on-one against Diego Benjamin, who gets it back to Charles. And they are driving that point home.
And you know, normally we have coaches versus All-Stars. Coaches are some old, tired legs.
Yes.
But these coaches are young and fit as well.
Absolutely. I just think the MSS team needs to take their time and break down the defense, pick their spots. As you see, young Reese getting the ball there. He's a big rebounder. He's about 6'1".
Yeah.
So here's Devonnie Brown. He's changed up the attack now, gone into a secondary break as the coach has broken down the defense. And Tristan Charles hesitating, but Israel meets him in the air and gives a wonderful defensive play. So here is your friend, Mr. Al Mendez, in transition. He gets it into the hands of Lindsay.
You go back up one time.
And rebound there by none other than young Israel.
Yeah. But just hesitate a little bit. I think because anticipating the defender being a bit closer. But a solid player, Israel, was able to grab a foul. But so far, we're saying that the coaches they seem a bit more controlled. There's more fluidity in their attack, and you can see that they've been playing for 5 years together. You know, this is the fifth form of most of these guys, and they've probably been playing with one another from grade 6 all the way up to Form 1 so the last 6-7 years.
Indeed.
And you can see there's a bit more chemistry there. I think in the school league we're having people veering from 3rd form, 4th form, 5th form, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, sorry. And you can see that they play good in peaks.
Yep.
However, these coaches they've been playing together for 5 years, and that makes a big difference.
Indeed, and they would have played in several leagues because now the school offers this, the Bank of Montserrat Limited League, which happens once a year. They are playing in the MSS Sport Term League, so there's a sport during the sports term. They actually play a tournament, an inter-house competition. After which they have the Ascendance League, which is in Easter. So there's quite a bit of basketball being played within the MSS schooling system, and this is resulting in better play. And you need to build that chemistry. You look at some mega teams get together professionally, and you look at the name, and you look at the sheet. It's
these guys should be winning. But if there's no chemistry and understanding of how each other wants to play and so forth, it usually fails. It's still a team sport.
Absolutely, and it's about chemistry as well. And as you said, it's all about chemistry and having these guys understand what it means to represent their class, represent their school, and display their talents here for all of us to watch. As we see young Kejon Israel lining up at the free throw line for the All-Stars. He'll get a chance to shoot 2 shots here with 6 minutes and 16 seconds left in the first quarter.
You know, it'll be interesting to watch and see if those who have been seen dominating over the last week and a half or so, can they do the same thing against the big boys from fifth form?
Well, on the first shot attempt, we see Israel converting first shot.
Well, I think that's work on the goose egg.
Yes.
And then finally on the board with 1 point.
And senior official this evening, Mr. George Green, former national player. Another referee here on the sideline is Mr. Kingsley Liebert. And our final referee this evening is Mr. Julius Fergus. So these gentlemen will be controlling the tempo of the game.
Yeah.
And be managing the calls this evening as we see the 2 free throws successful here by young Kejon Israel.
Yeah.
So who is bringing the ball over for the coaching side? None other than Devani Brown, who floats the ball to the basket. He chases down his own rebound, gets the ball to Charles, who's driving aggressively, and he has the right attitude as Reese collects the rebound, but Destin shows up big on that rebound and challenges Reese for the ball.
Exactly. I was thinking that he needs to be in the game. You need guys who are going to hustle. You need role players, people who know what they do well and try and perform it to the best of their ability for the team. So I think that's a good move, getting Destin Allen on the court.
Yes, Destin brings a little bit of energy on the glass, and he's going to give good support there in the post to Diego Benjamin as we see young Israel get the ball into Mendes. And these guys are just searching for what they call some energy out there as we see Israel taking a shot and a foul committed by Reese as it looks like your friend Mr. Lindsay for the All-Stars doing what he does best, penetrating, breaking down the defense and getting that ball into the hoop.
I wasn't able to see from that angle, but that was the attempt of the Euro step to get around the defender and create a little bit of contact and on to the charity stripe. So far, this is their second trip to the free throw line, and so far they've made all 3. So free throws, they keep you in the game.
Free throws keep you in the game, but I still want to see a bit more intensity from this MSS side. I think they have the ability, but now it's just the confidence. Because clearly they are playing basketball out there between those lines.
Well, I want to see Benjamin. I think we want energy. You got Benjamin and you got Destin on the court. And I think they can turn defense into quick offense as well.
So yes, the All-Stars are in a 2-3 high zone as we see Kejon Israel tracing the ball, but Diego Benjamin soars through the air and gets that ball, gets it over to young Lindsay, who tries a shot, and the ball is thrown out of bounds by, looks like Julian Romeo Jr., who tried to get a rebound, tried to get into the primary break, but of course the defenders were out there.
Outlet passing is key. If you got good outlet passing, man, you could initiate that fast break. I think a lot of people remember Dennis Rodman for defense, that's for rebounding, but he was one of the best. Initiating that fast break.
And he knew how to get into the hands of the offensive players.
Kevin Love as well, who put that ball on a dime, getting it up court so quickly that the defense doesn't have time to transition.
Absolutely right, Mr. Weeks. As we pay our attention here, we see some communication between senior official Miss Cordelia Yearwood and, of course, former national player, now umpire, Mr. George Green. And the team, All-Stars, bringing the ball over the half, and they're still very calm in their attack. They have not decided to turn on the fireworks yet, or turn on the pepper yet.
I think they're relying a bit too much on the quick three-pointers. And need to set up, get the ball moving, see if they could create easier shots first.
Here's Lindsay on the three-point line, trying to get the ball in the hoop there by Destin Allen, but Reese collecting some blocks there under the basket. Here's Devani trying a long three. Diego Benjamin chases down the ball, gets it into the hands of Israel.
Good going. But yeah, if you're looking to build a house right now, just call Mr. Reese.
I would definitely call him up because he has the ability to stack those blocks quickly as Charles brings the ball over in half. And they're letting the defense sit up too comfortable. They're not pressing the issue here, and that could be dangerous. As you see, a tough pass there by Devani Brown, trying to get it down into the hands of Popo, who is not able to catch that ball, but Destin Allen gets it to none other than Rajon Phillip, who's going to float that ball a little bit too hard to the back iron, and he misses, gets it out to Lindsay, who pump fakes. Rajon again taking a shot.
He's trigger happy, Rajon.
Yes, but the team that is in control of the ball now is the coaches.
Is that wrong?
They tied the game now, but the game now is 8-6.
Yeah.
So you see that the MSS junior team, the All-Star team that has been playing thus far for the last week and a half, has definitely put some competition in this against these coaches. Pump fake there by Israel, who is going to the basket, and he's swarmed by some big bodies as Popo blocked him.
There's a block party out there. They're just trying to find some of the names for coaches and the Popo.
Yes, that's Nisai Popo. He's the one that got the block, got a rebound just now. Here's Nisai Popo in transition, calling the guard for the ball. He gets it to Devani Brown, who dribbles the ball off his leg. Julian Romeo collects that ball, passes it back to Popo, but Diego Benjamin swats it away. Down to Israel, who gets it to Lindsay, and there's contact there.
Wow.
As he goes to the basket, referee Julius Fergus says it's all ball.
So looking at the names for the youngster, where is he? Over there on the block, lower block, in the black.
That's Popo.
That's Popo.
This side Popo.
Yeah.
And he's the one that got the block just now in transition on Israel. Diego Benjamin getting the ball back now to Lindsay. Lines up on the baseline for a three-pointer. Long rebound there by Charles, who's bringing it over the half in transition. He's guided by Rajon Phillip. He's jab stepping, looking for a space, but Popo collects the rebound and goes back up strong, and he's unable to convert. But here's Israel taking on 4 defenders. He looks like he breaks down one, Julian Romeo, passes down to the man on the baseline, but no foul called.
I see that he was anticipating the call, but no whistle, you gotta keep playing.
Yeah, you have to keep playing. As the ball now goes back to the All-Stars, and here's Lindsay taking a 1-2, but Devani Brown jumping early, getting in the passing lane, getting that ball back. Drop off pass to Charles, who's on the baseline for the three-pointer. Popo trying to get that ball up, and he misses, but Reese is there on the other side. Carmen Cool, could have been the 3-second call, he's lucky. But
2.95.
Yeah. But here's Israel bringing the ball over the half. He's guided by Romeo, who's getting the ball down to Diego, who flips it back to none other than Israel, who's going to drive back to Diego.
Shot clock is not moving.
Shot clock is not moving, and the ball now passed to, it looks like Israel, chased down by Rajon Phillip, who is unable to convert, and Popo on the side finally gets the ball for the coach's side. Young Charles gets the rebound, he gets the ball up to Devani Sweeney, and the ball is now floated to the basket, a long flow shot there. Diego Benjamin passing the ball to young Lindsay, who gets it back to Rajon, and he's able to convert. 2-point conversion, 20 seconds left.
Shot clock is off now, so we don't have to watch the shot clock as we're running down the final seconds of the first period.
Indeed. Here is Charles playing some bully ball, getting the ball into his sweet spot, but Reese is under there for a rebound. So we see Julian Romeo sending the ball back to the middle.
3-2. Good awareness right down. Maybe look like an unorthodox shot, but he was aware of the clock running down and tried something. What came up short, but nothing by first period. I think
10-8
in
in favor of the coaches.
I think the MSS team started very sluggishly and slowly, but gathered a bit of momentum going into that throughout that first period. I think the shot blocking ability of the coaches have gone shine. Indeed, yeah. I don't think we want too much of inside, but I still think they should be thinking of driving through. They scored about half the points from the Chargers drive. So they need to continue to be as aggressive as possible.
Well, I want to invite all those watching on Island to continue to watch the live Island stream of the BML ALLSTAR game this evening. As to Kenton and myself, we're going to take a little break from the broadcast booth, and we'll be back here in about 1 minute and 30 seconds to see what's happening with the rest of this ALLSTAR game. See you in a few moments. game this evening where we have the All-Star team from the MSS versus the coaching staff. This is the second half, and here we have young Kishore Israel at the half, bringing the ball over, gets it into the hands of young Willett. A long three-pointer there, rebound goes to Diego Benjamin for the All-Stars, and they're wearing purple. Kenton, welcome back to the second half of the All-Star game this evening.
Yeah, I'm back to greeting you with a 10-point lead for the coaching staff, who had a mini run at the end of the second quarter, and they look to now consolidate on that lead and see if they could push it further. It was a 10-point game, but I think it's a 7-point lead right now.
Absolutely. So as we look at the court now, we see Destin Allen checked in for the All-Star team, and you have young Israel has checked in as well, and they're trying to get some offensive points. Takes a long three-pointer there, but here's Julian Romeo Jr. taking a drive at the basket, misses the ball, and young Daly on the court checked in for the coaching staff here this evening. Here's Rajan driving to the ball to the basket, a little bit strong, goes out of bounds. Senior official George Green signals the ball will stay with the All-Star team this evening. The time on the clock seems to be 8 minutes and 53 seconds left in this, the third quarter. As I said, Jared Willett passing that ball over at the half, getting the ball now back into the hands of Destin, who looks at Diego Benjamin for a three. Shot clock winds down as the coaching staff, wearing the black jersey, bringing the ball over the half. So here is none other than Popo, tall man for the coaching staff. The Gio Brown trying his best to control the pace, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Mr. Weeks, as you see, none other than Gio floating the ball, but he's a little bit strong here as the ball goes, rattles in and rattles back out.
Yes, just getting a bit of the halftime jitters out. Coaches, I think, big shot, but they've been making the odd shot, but I'm worried about the settling for the first shot. Some of the ball touching in their hands, they're shooting without even spotting the basket.
Absolutely, they want to take that ball into the basket a bit more, see if they can get some fouls on the team. As you see, they are in size much bigger than they are, but they must drive that ball and see if they can get the ball. As you see, the ball has been sent out of bounds by the coaching staff, but Rajan tries to get it back in bounds, ends up back in the hands of the coaching staff.
Yeah,
little technical errors.
Yeah, I think he could have left that ball alone. I don't think he was quite sure who he came off with last, so when he does, I think he said they go for it.
So we see Popo there taking a long three-point shot, and he definitely is getting comfortable as he starts to stretch his wings there on the court this evening. Three-point shot good. Score now 24-37 in favor of the coaching staff. Here's Rajan floating the ball. A little bit needs to be more concentrated on that attack. As we see Reese now bringing the ball over the half. But Rajan swats the ball out of the air and goes to put the ball up into the basket. Dunk attempt there by the All-Star team, and they're playing a little bit reckless. I would definitely convert and try to get a layup there instead of that dunk attempt. Get points on the board to keep them in check.
Yes, and look at that easy basket on this end, and they missed it, and the coaching staff went down and scored and increased the lead. It's now 39-24 in favor of the coaching staff.
Yes, it is 39-24. This is the BML All-Star game, if you're wondering what you're looking at on the Live Island events this evening. So we have Live Island bringing you the BML MSS 2023 All-Star game. Next week promises to be the big matchup between the championship team. In a few moments we'll be able to tell you who's that, but right now we have the All-Star game happening before you. As Diego Benjamin trying to get that ball on the glass and get 2 points. Unfortunately, big bodies of the coaches are able to get the ball away from Diego. So here's Gio having the ball, gets it to Popo, who looks to back down Jalen Willett, and here is Devonnie Brown driving through the lane, and he sends the ball out of bounds. The ball will now go to the All-Star team. Substitutions now with about 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in this, the third quarter. The purple team is the, of course, All-Star team. They're coached by Devonnie Sweeney. As you look at the court, Rajan Phil tries to get the ball to Diego Benjamin, skips it down to Destin Allen, 2-point conversion there, and we see signs of life in the All-Star team this evening.
Yeah, and I think that's the first point they've had since the resumption of play, and was Destin Allen, Johnny on the spot, who was there to score it for them.
And indeed, Destin has been playing a good tournament thus far, as you will have seen his performance in the last couple of games. I'm definitely expected to play with big energy this evening. So the ball goes out of bounds.
Aaron pass it by Bailey. It's Bailey, right?
That's right.
Yeah. And it's turning the ball over, and the possession will go to the All-Star team.
Absolutely. Fresh legs on the court, as you see Turner was quite essential there in the first half, playing some big minutes in the first quarter and bringing some well-needed offense to the All-Star team. Here's Rajon Phillip again, dialing up a three-pointer, cashing it in, brings the score now to 29-39.
10-point game.
Indeed, needs some defensive intensity out there, as you see Julian Romeo having the ball over the half, skips it down to the pace, gets the ball up the lane, but Diego Benjamin putting his body on the offensive player. Rebound there by none other than Popo, who has been doing some good training over the last few weeks. Julian Romeo chasing the ball down in transition, and he scores 2-point conversion with the left hand.
Lefty.
Talk about a little bit about Julian's improvement in the fitness realm of the game. And he looks much more active, he looks good out there, he looks comfortable in the game.
Well, 4 years back, his main major sport was football, and also a little bit different skill, and he was football fit. But there's something different between running about on the outdoors and coming into this indoor facility. And I think he's now catching up with the others in terms of being basketball ready and basketball fit.
So the purple team also has another nickname. They call themselves Team Mamba, and the black team, which is the coaching team, they call themselves Team Rebel.
But the Team Rebel right now have answered the call, the run of the MSS All-Stars, and they're now putting distance between them again.
Absolutely, and I'll make a suggestion to the organizing committee. For the next time around when the All-Stars play the coaches, we have a lottery pick system. We use the both All-Star and the coaching team, and then let each captain pick one player at a time. Yeah. It will be a more competitive game, better basketball across the sector.
You can see that the players are quite timid of the upperclassmen.
Some of the players.
Turner is the smallest player on the court. He's not afraid.
Yes, Turner has showed up big in this game. Aiden Turner is his name, and he has not backed away from converting on the offensive opportunities here this evening. So we have Rajon trying to get the ball across the court to Israel. A big skip pass, and Israel takes a step back for a three-pointer. He does not convert. So Julian Romeo in transition. They're in the primary break, and here comes the rebounding ability of the coaching staff. And that's the experience of these young men.
Yes, and they're not backing down. They're confident. There's a level of confidence. Here you see Diego losing the hand, still trying to pass the ball, and of course it was errant and high, and easy turnover for the coaching staff.
Absolutely. As we see the ball here skip down to the baseline to Popo, who's going to line up for a three-point attempt. He's the side iron. And Destin choosing to throw the ball out of bounds instead of throwing the ball back into the offensive court. Dangerous move there by Destin. I think he would have been better off swatting it into his offensive court, trying to get a fast break opportunity.
Yeah.
But these are little technical things.
And
with time, they will pick them up.
And Diego has been so. Doesn't look 100% today.
As you see, Daly chasing down that ball, getting it into the post player for the coaching staff, but the senior official Kingsley Liebert signaling out of bounds on that attempt.
Yes, definitely.
So Kenton Almendez has checked back into the game. This is the first time he's been on the court for the second half. He took a long break in the first half. As you see, Israel finding his range there.
Yeah, and he needs to step up. I think he's the one going to probably break down this defense. He got rejected a few times going into the paint, but can't stop.
I think it was Michael Jordan and in the later years Kobe Bryant that came across and said, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
I agree.
And if you miss 1,000 shots, well, you'll make 2,000 shots because you have a chance of scoring. Well done there by Al Mendes as he attacks the basket. He didn't get the foul because he was fading away. But Popo is now in transition and he's taking on 3 of defenders for the All-Star team. And Mendes is going to come and break down the defense as he does best. Kicks the ball off his leg. Ball now going back to Popo, who's going to try to push that ball in the hoop. Ball ricochets out and Destin Allen gets the ball. Here's Israel, who's going to fake jump step pass. Devon Sweeney goes on the right side, lines up a 3.
Beautiful shot.
3-point attempt, good. Yes. And we have a ball game now, 37-40.
13-point game.
Kenton, the time is 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining though in this game. The time seems to be flying out.
Somebody greased the clock.
And the ball out of bounds there by the All-Star team. So once again, here come none other than the All-Stars that have been performing so well in the first week and a half of competition. Rajan lines up for another 3-pointer. He's thrown that ball high. But no rebounders are crashing. They need to get a big body in there to grab some of those rebounds. I was looking for a man like Willock.
Yeah, where's Willock?
He would have been a good assistance to these men this evening.
Everybody was kind of worried Brown is. Brown doesn't give up and he's going to answer fire with fire.
And I mean, he's a coach's son. Here's it, rare occasion where we have Rodney Brown, former national player as well, getting an opportunity to share some good quality time with his son. And Gio definitely trying to live up to the name of the Ras Valley brand.
For what it's worth, Rodney Brown, he has probably the best record in terms of winning percentage for a coach in the league.
Absolutely. I just see the ball on the floor. Not sure what's going on here. 3 seconds left.
Yeah. And the clock right now. So it's super greased. WD-40 and the clock.
Yes, viewers, if you're just tuning in, you're looking at the BML All-Star 2023 League. It's the All-Star game. It's very relaxed. As you see, the special event this evening has displayed the coaching staff, who's the SBA unit, doing the SBA for the MSS this year, playing against some of the players in the league.
I think SBA unit.
Yeah, the SBA unit, because they are the ones that are putting together the coordination and the management of this activity. And then, of course, now you have the players who are now looking at the upperclassmen and trying to figure out muster some drive to want to beat them.
I like the fact that they're doing this, but after all is said and done, you're going to have 6 nights or 6 or 5 nights to write up. And I'm hoping that they don't take too long to delve into the write-up.
Absolutely.
The sooner the better. And I'm hoping they're taking good notes, because sometimes you could forget some key points.
Absolutely, and it's a good thing that we have this live broadcast, because for several years, this opportunity to have recorded games was not so prevalent. But now with the advent of technology and easier methods of streaming, we're now able to have the record there. So not only is there the written record with the SBA, there will be the video that goes on YouTube, and these players can see themselves hopefully 5-10 years down the year.
Yeah. And you're right, if they forgot what transpired with the aid of technology and recording here, they'll be able to hopefully sit down and listen to us all commentary along with the visual of the video, see what happened and have a more accurate report.
Kenton, you have been a fan of basketball for several years, from go right down to the Bulls, Chicago days, and even to the Braves, the Country Head Renegades. And you've had several friends that have played on the team, you've traveled with the national team. Tell us a little bit about the skill level you're seeing with these youngsters at the All-Star for the MSS team, as far as some of their footwork and what they're trying to execute.
They're trying, I think, the mimicry of their game. They're setting it on the NBA style. If I was going to encourage them to watch anything, I would watch the European players coming into the league. Luka, of course, Joker. You have quite a number of them. Giannis, you watch and see that the fundamentals are solid. When I watch football basketball of the era of Jordan, was as nifty and as high flying and as athletic as Jordan was. Him and his contemporaries of that era had sound, solid fundamentals. So the proper defensive stance, proper dribbling technique, but they had the foundation and then they added the flair afterwards. I think Green Day was watching some of these youngsters adding the flair without having the substance or this firm foundation of proper technique. And I think Julius is doing a fantastic job in that aspect, trying to nullify or to buffer the effects of the television.
Absolutely.
And what they're seeing from the NBA level.
And being able to have repetition, good repetition of good drills, sound drills on a consistent basis is something. As we're talking about coaches, I want to say hats off and salute to, of course, Mr. Shedman Brown, who would have worked several years. And I can't come here and not special mention to Mr. Peter White. And then in years past, of course, Mr. Bevan Greenaway.
Bevan sometimes is a polarizing figure. Yes. If you could take out some of that passion he has and
inject,
make a vaccine.
Yes, make a vaccine and inject a generation. It would be fantastic to behold.
He loves it. He drools over basketball. Yes. And I'm hoping that these guys get their passion. And even he tries as well to impart the fundamentals of the game. And I think that's what a good coach does, especially at the youth level. Yes, you want to see them enjoy themselves and push the envelope and so forth, but you want to see them displaying good, solid fundamentals.
But Kenton, what do these young men have to aspire to? I mean, you play basketball at MSS. What are your chances of cracking the ceiling and becoming student athlete?
With student, I think there is an issue for me during this league, especially this game tonight, that we're not seeing enough team play. Pick and roll, the basics, the most basic of it. Most basic and super effective and a very effective way of executing offensively. Pick and roll, pick and pop, pick and play. I mean, I'm not seeing enough of that. I see a lot of ISO, 1-1, and trying to get the job done for yourself.
Absolutely, and I think in the future that can only develop and grow. As we join back to the half court, we see Gio Brown launching a three-pointer, hits the side of the glass, way off the mark. Second shot attempt, also way off the mark, and the rebound now with the All-Stars, with none other than Mr. Israel, who is spinning in transition. Turner, who is catching and shooting, hitting the side iron where Popo for the coaching team collects the rebound, but the long arms of Jalen Willett able to somehow get that ball, and he is fouled there in transition as he tries to shoot a three-pointer as he came over the half and fouled there by Popo.
And I don't want to be harsh, but I know some of the guys who I grew up with. There will be some, after the game, there will be some choice words. These guys are quick to the trigger, and I'm not certain they're spotting the basket. I'm not sure, there's not a quick glance to see where the basket, the ball is out of their hand by the time the hit comes up. And you're shooting for luck when you do that.
Absolutely, and you remind me of the days of one who stole the mango. You have to actually look at the mango you want to stone. You gotta see line it up and follow through.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's something that can be coached, and I like the fact that they're not scared to pull the trigger. They just have to know the control as it is.
And with scenario, you pull the trigger and so forth, and find the spot. These guys, I'm telling you, they're the best because this spot is anywhere on the court.
Yes, they feel comfortable and they have an open lane. They're gonna either take that shot.
Or if you sit open lane, your job is to get to the hoop and to try and convert.
Absolutely. So 3 shots there, miss all 3, and here's Popo getting it down to Devonnie Brown, who as well is trying to launch up a 3-pointer and traveling call as he tried to find his footwork. The score now 37-55. Comfortable lead there for the Rebels.
This season we were talking for 10 minutes. and the clock is still at 9 minutes and 22 seconds. I think
very interesting. The grease has been found. It looks like they got the grease out of the clock.
Yeah.
So here it is. Julian Romeo Jr. gets it to left-handed Popo, who drops the ball down to Devani Brown. And here's Devani Brown trying to get the ball to
the pass. Yeah, good pass.
3 second call under the basket by Kingsley Library.
Yeah.
Therefore, the ball will now be awarded to none other than the All-Star team, the MSS team.
Still not, no minute has not passed in the fourth quarter. 9 minutes and 2 seconds.
As we said, they found the grease, so there's no longer speed happening. Here's Turner trying to get the ball over, but he's guarded by senior guard Julian Romeo Jr., who throws it off the glass, and he almost slipped. There's Charles almost slipping and hurting himself as Rajon Phillips slips it back to Jalen Willett for a 3, and Jalen seems to have difficulty finding his spot this evening. And yes, here's Charles getting the ball up on the glass in transition and converting.
But perhaps, we're a bit harsh, or I've been a bit harsh, because this is indeed an all-star game. And they have to figure out now in this fourth quarter if they're going to play for the win or play for entertainment.
I think that they've definitely gone into the entertainment side of the game, where we see Israel playing some defense there on Devani, stolen there by Rajon. Rajon gets the ball up to Israel, who's going to choose to shoot a 3-pointer instead of drive there, and the rebound by the big man for the coaching team, the Rebels, Wudu, yes. And he gets it to Julian Romeo Jr., who's getting it to Tiana Charles. Charles lines up, Tashawn Charles lines up. He misses that shot. Popo chases it down through traffic and is now going to go getting it to Charles, but it's stolen there by Rajon. And once again, the Rebels able Kenton to get back the ball.
Yeah, but that's an offensive rebound, but not making it count.
Wilson collecting that rebound there, gets the ball down to Willett, who has been shooting, but the ball just seems like it can't fall this evening. As Romeo drives to the basket confidently, but he throws it clear off the backboard. I don't think it touched the backboard.
That's why I go and he passed it on the other end.
The traveling has been caught.
Yeah. The eagle-eyed
Kingsley Library. So it still smiles out there. It doesn't seem to be a hectic situation. As for the BML All-Star game, we have these BML All-Stars taking on the management, the SBA unit, and here we see an alley-oop attempt. Very interesting there that they're willing to try these types of moves without first confirming that they have the ability. So here's Israel spinning on an ISO, Kenton, and spinning into traffic.
Here's Charles going to really go for it again. And
Charles squeezes one in there. I like the intensity. He's trying his best, and he puts the basket. That he's showing his intent.
But I like it. I think we're now watching guys trying to show the skill, and we've moved into the all-star aspect of the game. We're going to be only defense. And
so here's Popo getting the ball back, and he's securing the 2 points. While some people are playing casually, Popo is doing his job to ensure that he's getting the ball to the basket. Here's Wilson taking a big shot there out of his range, but he's trying his best to put on this show for the fans. And I think Charles has
his legs are gone.
Yes, has tired, reached his exhaustion point.
Yeah. So
Wilson again lining up a shot there, and he converts. I like his confidence.
Yeah. And the team is down by 20, 22. We got to do something. Ooh.
Yes, so we have some substitutions now with 5 minutes and 16 seconds left in this. The clock is still running.
Yes, it's it's running again. It stopped the run, and it's below 5 minutes now. But the game is back in, ball is back in play.
5 minutes here with Rajan Israel lining up a shot as Al Mendez checks in for the team. Diego Benjamin also checks in, and Popo trying to get a ball, but Benjamin definitely chasing it down, and that's how he's been playing all tournament.
We have a set,
that hard-nosed defender.
But set shot with tired legs. How difficult is that?
It is very difficult, but then it's muscle memory. You have to depend at some point on muscle memory, and that is what the shooting drills in practice conducts. Makes your muscles remember the motion, so even when you're fatigued, they're still able to execute. Even with cricket, the most difficult parts of the overs to bowl are those overs closest to the end of the game, when your legs are tired, when your arms are tired, and you have to still be able to convert.
So quickly, glad to
brought some life and some laughter to the stadium, but we're glad that he's on the safe side.
I think the facility manager for the tournament needs to come out with the not quite quickly and see what they can do.
Absolutely. So it seems to be a 3-point competition. Probably we should arrange this as well for these youngsters. As you see, Israel taking a 3-pointer. Julian Romeo Jr. collecting that ball. He's over the half court, getting it to Devani Brown. Gio Brown rather, and the ball hits out of the rim. Mendez collects that ball, he's pushing the issue, and a jump ball will be called. As you see, two bodies, Reese and Ronaldo wrapped up under the basket. So ball now awarded to the coaching side, the Rebels. This the BML All-Star game. Very interesting this year to add the All-Star element. It can be tweaked a bit to be a bit more competitive. I definitely see hope for this game for the years coming up.
I think the last 5 minutes of the last quarter they should now delegate it to less defense. You don't want any injuries, and you want to see guys exhibit showing off, so to speak.
Well, I want to see a bit of competitive play, but a bit of skill as well.
Yeah.
So I don't mind, as it's an all-star game and the crowd has come up to be entertained. Yeah. Let's see what entertainment factor they can gather this evening. And Diego Benjamin trying to put on a shooting display, unable to convert. We want to remind the clock to keep running. As you see, sometimes that clock pauses and it runs again. So I think the Greece, they have 4 degrees.
Yeah.
4 o'clock this time.
But I think as they're repeating their shooting action, I think the ones who are the better shooters, like Israel and so forth, he has the same action each time he performs a shot. Some of the guys I've seen them, they're to the ear, some of them in front of the face. How difficult is that to have 2-3 different types of set shot?
It is difficult, but again it goes back to muscle memory and good practice. So I'm not worried about that. I see hope because I do see glimmers of opportunity. They're repeating some good traits. We just have to ensure we continue to enforce those positive traits in them. With 6 seconds left on the shot clock, Popo collects the rebound, kicks it out to young Charles, who hits nothing but net. And here's Israel, who's going to try his best to finish that basket. He's unable to convert. Good attempt there, but unable to get the points, the necessary points to bring that margin,
small hands,
closer to the game. Here's Al Mendez, who's chasing the ball down as well, but seems to be playing with a bit of jitters this evening in comparison to other nights. And I can understand where the All-Stars are coming from.
Yeah, I think a bit trying to do too much too quickly without having the ball in his hand. It happens in cricket with people thinking about throwing in the ball before you get the ball collected into your hands, and it usually bubbles over or through them for more runs. So the same thing just happened there with Mendes. He was
absolutely moving. As you see Reese collecting that ball on the baseline, and very well played as he passed the ball into the corner to young Charles. And here's Rajan trying to use a finger roll and the basket. Good 2-point conversion. Well needed points. For the All-Star team playing out of MSS, and they're quite brave to take on these performers.
Yeah, and the performers from the world will look a bit more comfortable. Reese is just going through emotions as a top.
As you see Popo snatching it out of the air.
Yeah.
And playing a nice 2-man game there with Reese.
and they're now playing full court pressure in an All-Star game with less than 1.5 minutes to go, and you're up 20 plus.
Here's Israel trying to get the ball into the hands of Rajan. Steal by Jalen Willett, who is getting that ball in transition. He too trying to go to the basket and score. He dribbles out the ball, passes to Diego Benjamin, who gets it to Israel, who's taking a deep three-pointer. Legs are tired, and Diego Benjamin chases it down. And now back to Jalen Willett, who's going to go down. And he tries a dunk attempt. Unfortunately, does not connect. Mendes gets his rebound for the All-Star team. And they seem to be taking turns trying to score some points, but Popo is not playing that. He's collecting the ball. Drops off to Julian Romeo. And here's Israel. Trying to dunk, but Diego Benjamin cleans up the game this evening and finishes with 2 points.
I'm trying to get a sub in. I think about 37.2 seconds remaining.
Yes, 37.2 seconds. The score now 43 for Team Mamba and 68 for Team Rebels. The Rebels definitely stamping their authority on this game.
Oh yeah, and they're setting up Reese. They're setting up Reese. No, Brown taking a long three. As you see, Reese now doing a little bit of razzle dazzle and trying to get razzle dazzle on the court, and that's a 2-point conversion, and that's what the All-Star game is about. Yeah. Get a little showtime out there. As you see, Al Mendes dialing up a 3-pointer, and he's a strong boy. He throws it clear over the backboard. He's been eating his Wheaties. Yes. Well, he was on the bench for a while, maybe got some feelings. So, indeed. Here we see Charles trying his best to get the ball dumped in before the end of the game. Diego Benjamin trying his best. Converts 2 points, and that is the end of the All-Star game, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Very fitting, entertaining. The winners, thus, therefore, none other than the coaching team, the superior team, the fifth formers, the SBA unit, who came on and put on quite a show. And Team Mamba, 45 points in this effort. I can only see them getting stronger and better in the future. Well, hopefully they continue to develop. The first maybe half was a bit more competitive. Third quarter saw tired legs of the Mamba team. And then fourth quarter seemed to be dedicated to having a bit of fun. Entertaining events, yeah. So it is an All-Star game. Remember, this game doesn't count towards anything to do with standings. So the encouraging thing is that no one got injured from our vantage point. Yes. And kudos to them putting on the show. So we say special thank you to our sponsors, the Bank of Montserrat Limited. We partner, of course, with the MSS Montserrat Secondary School and the Ministry of Sports, Ministry of Education, bringing you this basketball activity. We have the championship happening next week, and we look forward to you joining us on the live island platform as we'll see championship teams with 2 teams with the most wins or the most points will be in the championship team, and that should come to you next week. We actually have a productive and safe evening as we sign out here from the Multipurpose Sports Center right here in Little Bay. My name is Jensen Skerritt, and this is Kenton Weeks, and we're saying good night. Good night. That eruption level.